Welcome, villains! This is Jeremy with Villainy Games, back for another Nemesis CCG tutorial video. Today we're going to go over how to resolve combat in Nemesis CCG. In Nemesis CCG, combat begins when one character declares an attack against a target. During a player's turn, their characters can use their standard action to make a standard attack. To resolve a standard attack, simply compare the attacker's base attack value to the defender's base defense value. In this example, Penny has a base attack value of 4, and Zenith has a base defense value of 2. When we subtract Zenith's defense from Penny's attack, we see that Zenith takes 2 damage. This damage is removed from Zenith's health and play continues. Characters may also make attacks by playing their ability cards. When an ability card is used to make an attack, the attack is resolved in the same way as a standard attack, but with the added effects of the ability card being used. For example, Zenith plays his Sunspot ability card, which gives him a +1 attack bonus for the action. So the Sunspot ability adds a +1 bonus to Zenith's base attack value of 3, giving him an effective attack value of 4. When we subtract Penny's defense of 1, we see that Penny takes 3 damage from the attack. But Penny has a trick up her sleeve. Because Penny was declared as the target of an attack action, she can now play a response action if she has one. In this example, Penny plays her response action ability card, Coin Trick, which allows her to counterattack with a +2 bonus. A counterattack resolves just like a standard attack, plus or minus any modifiers from the ability being used. Counterattacks resolve after the attack action that triggers them. Coin Trick allows Penny to counterattack with her base attack value of 4 and a bonus of +2 for an effective attack value of 6. After subtracting Zenith's defense of 2, we see that Zenith is going to take 4 damage from the counterattack. When facing off against a different opponent, Penny plays her Coin Toss ability card to attack with a +2 bonus. But her opponent, Rubicon, plays a response card of his own. Rubicon's ability card, Cunning Tactician, allows him to redirect Penny's attack onto one of his other team members. But Penny is not so easily fooled. Because Penny is the attacker in this combat, she can now play a follow-up card. Follow-up ability cards allow characters to add additional effects and damage to their attacks. Penny's follow-up ability, French Drop, cancels the effect of her target's response card and also deals 2 damage to Penny's target. After Rubicon's response card and Penny's follow-up card have resolved, Penny's Coin Toss attack will now continue as normal. Penny has an effective attack value of 6, and Rubicon has a defense of 2, so Rubicon will take 4 damage from the attack. This is the order in which combat actions are played and resolved. First, the attacker declares the attack action and chooses a target. Second, the target may choose to play a response card if they have one. Third, the attacker may choose to play a follow-up card if they have one. The characters will alternate back and forth, with the target playing response cards and the attacker playing follow-up cards until all cards have been played. Either player may continue playing the appropriate cards during the exchange, even if their opponent does not play a card. So an attacker could end up playing 2 or 3 follow-up cards, even if the target doesn't play any response cards, as long as the target is given the opportunity to respond after each follow-up card is played. Although multiple cards may be played throughout this exchange, no duplicate cards may be played. Each response card or follow-up card may only be played once during a single exchange. Response cards and follow-up cards can change the progression of combat in unpredictable ways. Always follow the card instructions carefully to resolve their effects appropriately. After all cards have been played, calculate any damage dealt, and apply damage to the target. Usually, only characters involved in the combat can play response cards or follow-up cards, but sometimes other characters can become involved in an exchange. Glamour, for example, has the Opportunist follow-up ability card, which can be played after any combat has been resolved. And her ultimate ability, Savage Ruse, is a response action that can be played after an attack against any member of her team has resolved. Now that you know the basic flow of combat in Nemesis CCG, don't hold back. Bring it on, villain.